Hello, what's up, what's going on? I am talking from Tokyo. This is going to be a separate video. This is going to be a Q&A video for after I come back from Tokyo. One of the couple things that we've learned on this trip, one is that when you're planning a trip, and one of the things that I always want to do is I want to do everything I can within a certain time frame, because I think, and my theory is that you can always sleep when you're dead, or you can sleep when you're at home. So why would you waste time sleeping when you're on a vacation? Now obviously you do need rest at some point, but yeah, this trip has been a little bit, I can show you actually right now. So on the 7th here, just this small one here, I was at home, and these are this is what I usually do on a regular daily basis. When I'm traveling, these guys here jump way up. So now you're expending 3 times the amount of energy, and things can get really, really exhausting. Okay, so now today is day 5 of the trip, and now we're gonna go climb a mountain. The good thing is that that is the only thing we're doing today. So once we climb that mountain, we're coming back down. It's a sacred mountain. I'm gonna treat it like it's a Zelda mission. And I think it's gonna be really cool actually. Hopefully it's sunny, hopefully it's clear. We get a clear sight of the general landscape of all of Tokyo, but I didn't actually research what the view would look like, so I'm hoping it's going to be a grand surprise. And since I woke up super early because I'm still jet lagged, I am going to do a Q&A. Thomas asks, of all the places you travel, where would you like to return and why? Out of all the places I would like to travel to, I think I would like to travel here. Here is really, really cool. There's just so much to do, and there's like, you always have so little time to do all of it. So, you know, Tokyo, or generally Japan in general, is always a lot of fun. Ryan asked, how did you transition from a traditional job lifestyle to vlogging? Well, first, I used to work at Apple, and I also used to work at Royal Bank of Canada. Out of those 2 jobs that I learned, one I learned from Apple is that nobody cares who you are. If you're an Apple employee, you're working for the richest company in the world, they will cut your hours just like any other job. And if you leave your life in the hands of others, they will take whatever they can from you. At RBC, so from a banker perspective, I was probably the worst banker in the world. So my entire day was kind of minimizing risk, minimizing loans, minimizing all these different things. As you might have seen from all my vlogs, I'm not that type of person. I like to jump into risk, and I like to reap the rewards when there are great rewards. I'm an entrepreneur. What I learned about myself is that jobs that like have security and things, that is not for me. That's not something that I like to do, and I get bored really, really easily with those types of things. So the switch from that to YouTube and video making, all that stuff, and being creative and trying to figure things out on the fly and being resourceful all the time, that is really where I live in. I could make videos just off my phone if I really wanted to. And it's just like having that challenge of always trying to capture a moment is something that's really interesting, fascinates me. And then also that aspect of storytelling in a way that is going to be of interest to you guys, or doing it in a cinematic style, I think also adds an extra layer of difficulty as well, which I love to do. So I'm doing what I love. That's really what I'm doing, and I make money to help fuel the passion, if that makes sense. Ryan, question number 2, how do you approach tourism boards and potential collaborator and clients? Just talk to them. Literally just call them up, walk in their offices, just like speak to a person, don't email them. That's the best advice. Tony asks, what is your niche? How do you differentiate yourself from other travel vloggers? I like to think that, you know, I watch other travel vloggers too. I watch Louie, I watch Casey, I watch Ben. I also watch Jen Im. I like her stuff as well. I think I am myself, and all I can be is myself. I'm not going to pretend to be someone else just because for the sake of like YouTube clicks or whatever. And how do I differentiate myself? Well, I think I'm actually a genuinely crazy person, so I was just assuming my personality would help niche myself over anything else. So Steven asks, what is your life motto and what drives you? Live life like it's gonna be the last day on earth. You're gonna die eventually, so you might as well get to it. You can't just keep on holding back on like your dreams. If you're gonna do something, you have to do it now. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Zenob Zenong asks, do you plan out a summary of your video content before you capture before recording? You might be able to tell this, but I actually don't. So in video production, there are like pre-production, production, post-production. And you're supposed to do pre-production as much as possible before you go out to a shoot. But when you're travel vlogging, you don't really have the ability to do proper pre-production where you can go on a scout mission, figure out where you can capture shots way before, so that way you can efficiently use your time at certain destinations. What I like to do is I like to run and gun. And then I like to figure things out on the spot, because generally, but I do have like a general idea of what are the shots that I want. I do a little bit of research sometimes. Sometimes I just run it. Yeah, I think that's enough for Q&A for today. Send me more questions if you have any questions. I'm an open book. Just send me things and I'll do another Q&A later. Thought process. I probably should have not done this Q&A today, so I'll probably just release this as... Okay, so one of the things that I'm thinking about is sometimes like you do a lot of things in one day, and so we're going to be doing a mountain today. We're going to be climbing a mountain today, and then we're going to be doing a capsule hotel. And then regular YouTubers are like, well, you should cut that into 2 different videos. One video should be just about your mountain experience, and one video should be about your capsule experience, and then you should get double the clicks. But I'm a daily vlogger, so that is yeah. So I'm a daily vlogger, so that really doesn't like that is. I'm trying to figure out what is the story behind the mountain and the capsule hotel. I think this is where things differentiate from like vloggers, travel vloggers, and like general YouTube content creators. Yeah, so if you're a general YouTube content creator, you put everything into one aspect, one subject, and you create a video about that subject, you post it on the internet, and it hopefully does well. But when you're doing that, you're really after the search SEO. Like these are the algorithm chasers. These are the people that like do chase algorithms to make sure whatever. And I'm not that interested in that type of content. What I like to do, and then there's vloggers, and vloggers have time to set up their day. Most vlog episodes have 3 things. 1 is that they establish a shot. 2, there's some type of conflict, and 3, there's some resolution at the end. Beginning, middle, end. 3 things. Where in travel vlogging is more about the experience. What is my experiences traveling through a country? So you can't really do kind of like an established conflict resolution, because it is really about my experience here as a traveler in Japan. So I'm trying to just wrap my head around what do I do? How do we tell that story? There are forces in my head that go, yeah, maybe I should film it in this way, or maybe I should split up vlogs, or maybe I should do it because things will go well this way or that on YouTube. But then at the end of the day, I go, I don't care, because I want to stick to one format